Joseph Villalobos, who has a really excellent Facebook group,
Okay,
Road Trip Nation.
cool.
Is it true that Europe has stricter laws for full-time travelers?
Absolutely, yeah. The traveler thing is well, I think it's happening all over Europe as well as not just in the UK. We used to have a very strict laws in the UK in terms of travelers in general. Travelers were always getting moved on from patches of land, and then a lot of the councils in this country kind of started working with the travelers and saying, look, we're always gonna move you on. We're always gonna get something from the local council, like an order to get you moved on. And I think I don't hear it so much in the news now, so I think they've done a lot more work in terms of finding them land. But I also know that a lot of traveler sites that are nearby, they're well-formed sites now that they've either got the money, that they've either saved up the money or they've got their money in whatever ways they've got the money, and they've bought pieces of land, and they're more static now, they're more settled. So you do hear about it. There is quite a lot of circus traveler stuff in the UK still with travelers attached to circuses, and they're constantly on the move because each city and each town has different dates when they have we have a thing called statutes, which I don't know what the similar one would be in the US, but they're constantly moving around every couple of months. And I know that in Romania, the Romanis, we used to have a problem with the Romanis kind of traveling over and the immigration here in the UK in terms of people coming over. And I know that the Romani culture, or in Romania, they're really trying to change some of their legislation because of the bad press that it gives them as a country, because there's the Romani and there's Romanian, but everybody sees the Romani as the Romanian culture, and are two different things. So it's the super strict laws. In general, laws are a lot more stricter, I think, in the UK in terms of parking up and land. Whereas I think in the US, especially when you're traveling between places, it's a little bit more, feels like a bit more freedom. I don't know if there is more freedom, but it probably feels a little bit more like there's more freedom. But no, you would probably have a shock coming over here in the UK and expecting to do certain things in an RV. People are pretty accommodating. I think people take longer to get to know people here in the UK in terms of, what it is you're doing and why you're doing it. I think there's kind of an empowerment thing in the US where, that whole freedom and democracy thing that you kind of brought up with, you kind of feel like you can jump in an RV and just travel around the States. Not so much the same here in the UK, I wouldn't have said. Maybe in Europe, certain areas in Europe, like I said earlier on about the Estonia thing, Estonia's got this electric charging grid around the whole of its country. So they're looking at people like traveling around. I'm half Romanian. My parental grandparents are from Spain, I can't even pronounce that, from Spain.
Gitanos.
Gitanos. All right, from Spain. Cool.